All right, I'm outside of the pool, drinking even more coffee. I've done like maybe 100 push-ups. I have more energy now. I feel more shredded. There's more power inside of me. I became larger and more shredded by doing all those push-ups and drinking the coffee, but I'm still not one with God, bro. I'm still not working hard enough. I need to be on the doors, bro. I need to be on the doors right now. Gotta get on the doors. On the doors. On the doors. There's really... Cause and effect is very real. There's no point in me... Well, how about this? Two people. One person plans out the most perfect, expertly precise route to go knock on doors, and the other guy shows up in the area at sunrise and spends every single waking second just knocking, finding the next door, finding the next interaction, next door, next knock, until sunset. No plan, just pure volume, action until sunset. Who do you think's gonna fucking win? You can't just be relying on systems and relying on the process and planning and all these fucking plans. It's so gay. Pure action solves everything. Action removes doubt. There's some quote like a philosopher said, it was like, I believe all problems in life vanish when faced boldly. The whole world stands aside for a man who knows where he is going. So, I guess maybe that's a clue, a little bit revealing there, that maybe I don't know where I'm going in life. But gotta get more shredded. I just felt a little bit of pressure in my back, in my hips. I gotta relieve the pressure. I had the subconscious thought, oh, I should sit down. But we will remain vertical because more power, more energy. Verticality, that's me. But honestly, it's funny that I'm standing out here just doing whatever the fuck I feel like. Smoking a cigarette, drinking coffee out in the sun, speaking into my phone. Drinking coffee and speaking into my phone and smoking cigarettes is not going to make me money. It's not going to save my life. That's the thing. The only thing that's going to save me is raw action. I can be driving in the car, filming this voice note, doing the exact same thing I'm doing now. One problem though. I have to get more shredded. And I don't mean more shredded, I mean my soul and my spirit and my direction in life and my fucking consciousness has to get more shredded. It's crazy because I have so much faith in myself. Like, think about it this way. You've always wanted the same thing. Every second of every day, the only thing you've wanted is to avoid pain and gravitate towards dopamine. So what can I do? If I truly give somebody on the doors the greatest possible, the highest level of my spirit, the most of my soul I could possibly give them, authenticity, truth. Truth is the language of God. I would rather somebody say, Liam, this may hurt to say it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And then they tell me the truth, than to say, well, I'm just kind of doing this and here and just avoiding what's really happening. It's cringe, bro. Fear, pain, all the way up to gratitude, joy, enlightenment. Higher than that's authenticity, the vibration of authenticity. Why is that important, though? Human beings have evolved to kind of sense this like magnetic attraction, right? Without getting too deep into it, it's all like the woo-woo shit. Let's just say you see a pretty girl on the street, she's attractive. You see her on the street, it's like, oh, whoa, you literally gravitate towards her, right? Or if you see like a cute little baby or a little dog walking around in the park, ha ha ha, it's like attractive. You just kind of like, oh, I want to go pet the dog, so cute, ha. It gravitates, you're a magnet. It pulls you in. So why do you think I get so fucking shredded? Coffee, cigarettes, shredded in the gym. I want to be as attractive as possible. So when people open the door, they literally gravitate towards me. They're drawn in by me. Don't you understand? If it was possible, how would it be done? By spending as much time as I possibly can in the environment, knocking the doors, on task, reacting to the task, reacting to the environment, overcoming objections, overcoming sales, making more value. Standing outside of my pool, speaking into my phone is not going to solve my problem. What I need is a mission. The only thing that's going to help me achieve my goal is action. Not standing around, not consumption, not drinking coffee, not consuming other people's thoughts, not consuming social media content. No more consuming, only creating. Chasing. What is the best use of my time right now? It's to stay in my instincts. If I know one thing in this world is that you cannot stop. There's no such thing as a lack of movement, right? There's no such thing as stopping and then going. There's only faster or slower. So right now, when I feel a little bit of pressure in my back, when I feel a little bit of back pain, a little bit of hip pain, that's not a lack of movement in my back. It's just a little bit of pressure built up. There's a little bit of buildup. There's a little stress built up, and I have to massage it. I have to stretch. Then the stress gets released, and then we're back to moving faster. So I don't really know what to say right now. But the important part is that I say something, right? It's better to be acting than doing nothing. It's better to be speaking than to be quiet. Well, Speaking is subconscious, listening is conscious. So if you ever catch yourself gravitating towards shallow, empty, instant gratification rewards, you have to understand, the more things you remove from your life, the more clear your path becomes, right? So on your birthday, everyone always gets a bunch of birthday gifts. You always talk to a bunch of people. You always add a bunch of stuff. Every birthday you get things, you add more things into your life, new experiences, new relationships. And the best advice I could give you is start removing shit from your life. Remove all the stuff that doesn't serve you. Stop adding in better rewards, better dopamine, better food, better this. Stop adding in all this pointless bullshit. The only thing you have to add in to your life is more challenges. Don't you understand? I have $0 in my bank account right now. I have water and coffee and no food. That's my life. I've taken it upon myself, like me, Liam Ross, Liam Danger fucking Ross. I purposefully spent all my money. I flew to Warsaw, Poland. I was flexing, renting cars, driving around, being a big G, paying for people's dinners, paying for shit, paying for that, acting like a big G. And I only did that because I believed in my ability to make more money in the future. So belief is an extremely powerful force. It's the belief system of a bunch of people standing together in a room that built nations, that built skyscrapers. A bunch of human beings focused together on the same task, all chasing the same end goal, all working together, all collaborating to build the vision. Do you know how many people, how many hours, hours and hours of manpower it takes to construct a skyscraper? And there are entire cities filled with that shit. There are some people, there's some warlords in this world who are terminators, who do not stop, they do not sleep, they do not rest. All they do is chase the target in front of them. All they do is fucking chase the goal. There are people like that who exist. And you're gonna sit here and be content with just eating your food and working your job and getting to relax and getting to lay around and be lazy? What a psyop. But still, me here, I'm sitting in my pool house, just speaking in my phone instead of knocking on doors. Maybe it's because I believe in myself. Maybe, I don't know actually. God, I don't know. Just Mason, I'm just doing what feels good. But if it was possible, how would it be done? If it was possible for me to spend every single waking second of my day on task, doing the right thing, what would it look like? It would look like me speaking into my phone, drinking coffee, not consuming content, not consuming poison, not wasting all my time, not making myself weaker. Because every second that I waste, I'm not getting it back. So I'd rather be speaking, I'd rather be doing something. I'd rather be doing something than doing nothing. Do you understand? So, what's the point? The point is, you can do absolutely anything. Like literally, you can get a bunch of people together and build a fucking skyscraper, or you can use your God-given brain, your one chance on this earth. God put you here on this earth for a reason. And it wasn't to just sit inside consuming rewards every second of every day, living slow. but even me. Blindly walking through life, just doing whatever I feel like, just kind of reacting to my environment, not really planning, not really executing, just being empty and slow and just reacting to my environment however the fuck I feel like. This is the end result. I'm in a screened-in pool house mansion. I have a beautiful view, lakefront view, fruit trees. I have an amazing life. Truly. I thank God every day for the beauty in this world that I'm a part of. Palm trees. I literally have palm trees in my front yard. That's crazy. But I would not be here if I had not specifically used my brain and chose to chase this goal. For the longest time, I thought everything was just cause and effect, and that everything was just atoms in the universe flying around, and everything was just already destined, and I had no control, and I couldn't do anything, and that the world catered around me, and I had to just do whatever the fuck I felt like in order to survive. For a long time, I wasted time just reacting to my environment, just blindly getting blown around like a feather in the wind. But it's oftentimes the people who are most successful in life are the people who plan for the future and chase a specific goal they've lined up for themselves. Every single evil supervillain in all the movies. Do you remember Dr. Evil from Austin Powers? All the evil villains are always plotting, forward thinking like this. They're leaning forward. They're planning for the future, chasing a goal. All the heroes in all the movies are always like happy, smiling, challenging each other, emotion. Because they know deep down, the movie producers understand that the people they don't want you to be like are the people who are chasing the goal, the predators. Every single movie supervillain, they're always leaning forward. Why do you think that is? Why do you think every single superhero, why do you think the heroes, the good guy, is always bright, happy, smiley, emotional, helping people, has a woman, doing all this shit? It's because they want you to be smiley and happy. They don't want you to be a forward thinker chasing your goal. So no matter what you do, be a forward thinker. Chase a goal. Chase something. You can't just be happy and react to your environment and eat food all day and consume and have friends and be all happy, because you're gonna get fucking murdered. You need to use the brain that God gave you. Set a task in front of you and then chase that fucking task. You can look forward, you can look backward. If I stub my toe on this table and I go, and I tilt my head back and I go, I'm in pain. If I stub my toe and then throw my head back, it hurts, where? That's the backwards failure fear reaction. If I stub my toe and I go, forward thinker, all that power gets increased into my brain. If I stub my toe and I go, and I use all that energy to move me forward. Listen, your feelings are motivators for action. They can either move you forward towards your goal, or they can make you give up and then just react to your environment and slow down. If I get punched in the face, I can go backwards, I can slow down, or I can go more forwards. Don't you understand? It's up to you. You choose what direction you move in. Your feelings are motivators for action. If you look over the edge of a cliff, you see it's a long way down, you're gonna like hunker down in fear. All that air is gonna leave your body. That's the fear response. It slows you down and makes you stop moving. Let's say you win a basketball game. Let's say you win the Super Bowl. You're gonna be like the man, you're gonna be looking around, you're like, yeah, challenge me, I'm the man. Because your feelings are motivators for action. Dopamine is the repetition chemical. Anything that has dopamine makes you want to repeat that action over and over again, like coffee, like cigarettes, like anything, like scrolling on TikTok, repetitive, all the repetitive music. Dopamine is the repetition chemical. So do I want to keep rewarding myself, standing out in the sun, wasting all my time drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes? Or do I want to keep repeating actions that move me forward towards my goal, that knock on more doors, that make me more money, that make me more shredded, give me more status, more clout, more influence, more power, more forward, more speed. It's up to you. It's up to me. So get more shredded, be a forward thinker. And if you don't have a clear path to follow, if you're just kind of blindly walking through life, you don't know where to go, remove more stuff from your life so your mind becomes clear. There was a quote I read, and it was like, when restlessness calls a man to action, something about, then he'll achieve his goals when restlessness calls him to action. So if you're scrolling on TikTok all day and smoking weed and jerking off and just wasting all your time, you're not going to be like restless, and it's not going to call you to action. I have $0 in my bank account, and I have a giant house to pay for, and I have employees, and I have people to feed. I have to fucking work. So you can either do things that speed you up and move you faster, move you forward closer to your goal, or you can do things that slow you down and that waste all your time and that make you slower, that make you more weak and more empty. Why would you make yourself more empty when you could make yourself more full, more fast? So why do I always say get more shredded? It's because if you're a 6'5" Greek god with tons of money, status, shredded, influence, direction, power, you are genuinely going to feel like you don't want to waste all your time. You're going to feel like filming a video outside in your fucking pool house. Why do you think I'm out here filming a video? It's because I fucking feel like it. Drinking coffee, smoking a cigarette, because I fucking feel like it. And you feel like laying around all day. You might as well get more shredded. Maybe I'm right. I used to be in your position. I used to smoke weed the second I woke up. I would smoke weed. I would fucking eat food all day, reward myself, just live in constant reward. And I guess maybe I'm doing that now, but my rewards have changed because my body is different. I'm more shredded. I'm a fucking Greek god. I'm a fucking salesman. I can do absolutely anything. But it's only gonna happen if you take charge with your own mind, your own consciousness. I can't keep wasting time. I can't keep believing that the future holds something for me that I don't have already. The present moment, right now, Christ consciousness. You're here for a reason. Do not waste it. So listen, it's very simple. If you don't have what you want, why would you reward yourself and make you slower? Consumption makes you slower. It literally does. When you eat a bunch of food, there's food in your belly and you have less muscle mass, less control. It takes energy to digest all that stuff and turn it into muscle. Consuming makes you slower. Consuming social media, consuming food, consuming anything. Coffee and cigarettes, faster, I think. Maybe I'm lying, but if you don't have tons of money and a shredded body, you need to keep working. If you don't have a giant castle with a pile of gold and a bunch of women like a dragon, like a king, why would you reward yourself now and stop working? Anything is possible if you fucking go after it. So get more shredded.